They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come. Second beater, Skip away wins!
Hi, good everyone. I'm Mike Kersey, and welcome to a brand new edition of Monmouth Racing Today. Coming up on this show, we'll talk with our leading rider, Paco Lopez, and we'll also catch up with jockey Matt Rispoli. Right now, though, let's take a look back at last week's Monmouth Oaks.
Tiger Ride, asking for money, making solid progress, and so is Delightful Joy. Delightful Joy finding her best stride, and she takes off the final 16th of a mile. Delightful Joy sharp in the Monmouth Oaks.
Delightful Joy wins the Monmouth Oaks alongside one of the owners. It's Peter Bradley of Bradley Thoroughbreds, along with Chipon and LaPenta. And how important was this victory to get a graded stakes win here?
Oh, it's unbelievably important. You've got a Tappet filly, you win a grade 3. This really increases the residual value, but we're not worried about residual value right now. We're worried about winning races, and that was fun.
This was a good race. You had 11 horses, a very contentious race, and it really set up nicely because there was a lot of action up front. Paco bought it this time. What did you think of the ride?
Yeah, I couldn't be any better. I mean, he was stayed on the rail. The rail's been very kind here, it looks, the last couple of days. I was a little worried how far back he was because she's been a filly that kind of likes to be in contention or laying second, third, fourth when she runs her best, but he couldn't have ridden her better.
Coming up later in the show, we'll catch up with jockeys Matt Rispoli and our leading rider, Paco Lopez. So stay with us. Make plans to join us at Monmouth Park for a fantasy football weekend. Saturday, August 29th from 3 to 7, come watch Fantasy Experts Draft Live, broadcast on Fantasy and SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, providing in-depth analysis and commentary from the William Hill Sports Bar at Monmouth Park. Sunday from 12 to 6, we'll have football-themed fun for the whole family with games, prizes, food, and more. Fantasy football and live racing. Now that's a top pick, only at beautiful Monmouth Park.
Midterm exam continues that rally on the outside. Greed is good. Monkey Business has work to do. He'll switch to the far outside. Our Jolly Dreamer is next. They're at the top of the lane. Midterm exam with a sustained bid means business up alongside of Super Duker. And Midterm exam takes the lead past the 16th pole and will win it going away.
I'm Monmouth Racing Today alongside jockey Matt Rispoli, a New Jersey native from Brick, who now is back home, so to speak, at Monmouth Park. Tell us how you got started in race riding, Matt.
Well, I was 16 and working at the racetrack for my uncle, who had about 10 horses at then. I came in, my mom told me to get a job for the summer. So I went to the racetrack, worked for my uncle, hot walking. Then halfway through, I pretty much was grooming, and then by the end of the summer, I was galloping horses around the training track back there. I decided I was going to come back to Monmouth with my agent, Jay, and Marcus Vitale. He's been a big supporter of me, very big supporter.
And you rode some of his better horses in the past, too, Lochte, Valid.
Yeah, I mean, Valid was a beautiful, amazing horse. He's just a wonderful horse to ride. I rode him, first time I rode him was Gulfstream. I won by 24.5 lengths.
Talk about your top horses, and what was the most memorable ride for you?
Probably my first grade stake win down at Calder, aboard Valiant Girl. I mean, she was a long shot on the board for Grand Motion. And I snuck up the bushes and got there. I think I win by 1 or 2, or maybe a half a length one. But
and Graham, one of the top trainers, Matt, in the country, is a supporter of yours as well. In fact, he was, very supportive as you were coming back from injury.
Yes. He put me on a lot of horses. He's always been good to me. Graham, he's a class act. They don't get much better than him.
It's interesting to note that earlier in your career you went to North Carolina to work with Gory Smith, who developed the late, great Chris Antley, who many remember here as one of the best jockeys ever. What was it like, that experience for you?
Well, Gory is a great man. He'll do anything for anybody. And he's always willing to help somebody that wants to learn. And he gave me a place to live down there. And I mucked stalls for about a week, and then he had me riding horses after that. You can't really even put your hands on anything like that to learn something like you learn down there. It's very, very difficult to explain.
What are your goals now moving forward? Again, off to a really good start the past month or so here at Monmouth Park. The numbers are strong. What do you want to do down the road? What are you looking to do in the winter?
For the winter, I'm going to be going down to Gulfstream like I was before I got hurt. I was doing very well down there for Marcus, and just started riding for like David Fox and a couple other trainers. And that day I got hurt. It was hard. It was hard.
Do you consider yourself better on the front end, from off the pace, on the turf, on the dirt? What kind of rider are you, if you were talking to the fans?
Well, I'm the type of rider that rides the horse the way he wants to be ridden, he or she wants to be ridden. I don't have a preference. I mean, everybody tells me I'm really good with coming from off the pace. I mean, you just got to kind of judge what you have under you and try to time it right. And if you get there, you get there.
Well, you've been doing that pretty well so far here at Monmouth Park, no question. Matt, thanks so much for joining us, and continued success.
I appreciate it so much. You have a great day.
Matt Raspola here on Monmouth Racing Today. Make plans to join us at Monmouth Park for a fantasy football weekend. Saturday, August 29th from 3 to 7, come watch Fantasy Experts Draft Live, broadcast on Fantasy and SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, providing in-depth analysis and commentary from the William Hill Sports Bar at Monmouth Park. Sunday from 12 to 6, we'll have football-themed fun for the whole family with games, prizes, food, and more. Fantasy football and live racing. Now that's a top pick, only at beautiful Monmouth Park. Back on Monmouth Racing Today, alongside is our leading jockey, Paco Lopez, three-time leading jockey, actually an Eclipse Award winner back in 2008 as well. And he continues to ride extremely well atop our jockey standings here. So far, so good. A great meet once again, Paco.
Yeah, I try, have a good meet. I come in a little slow the last year. Last year I have a great year, but I come in a couple winners, a little slow, but it's coming.
You've raced a little bit at Saratoga, and you're also going to Parks to ride Super Colossal in the $300,000 race on Saturday. Tell us about Super Colossal. What kind of horse is he?
Oh, that is a great horse. I have a couple of the last twice he running second, and Saturday he won in the Mrt Show. I was running really good for the race from the race at Philadelphia Derby, so I was running really well. He's a pretty nice horse. I love that horse.
Take us back to the beginning. You started riding quarter horses in your native Mexico and then worked your way up to thoroughbreds. Tell us about that experience and wanting to become a jockey.
Well, that was a long story, but I tell you a little short. 2006, I come and ride to quarter horse in Miami, and then I start con the horse is galloping, the thoroughbred start galloping thoroughbred horse, and then one day, one guy he asked me, "Are you jockey?" Like, "Well, I'm jockey, but the quarter horse, and I never been there in the track, never seen the race in the thoroughbred, only for the TV." He said, "Wow, you're pretty good. You're really smart. Can see, I put one horse for you. You can run." Like, "Oh, boss, you take him out my license and put on the horse for sure. I run in the horse. Why not?" And then the horses put me on, and then first time put me on, the horses winning the launch. I'm pretty lucky that horse. I'm lucky picking up that horse.
First win was July 2007.
Yeah, 2007, and I never forget that filly. She teased me a Anna Cali, my first winner. I remember como yesterday that filly for Menis Purua, first time winner for Menis Purua. That was a great guy. She told me all the time she teased me Menis Purua.
Along the way, Paco, you also guided an eventual Eclipse champion Big Drama to several victories. I think it was 3 of them. Tell us about that horse.
Well, she's pretty good horse, she's running great. I run a couple horses a couple times, and she's running so hard, so nice horse. I run a couple good horses too, but that was a great horse.
Who was the top horse that you've ridden, you think in your career, the one that really has so far been the one that stands out in your mind?
Well, I think the top, for right now, I think my lucky day is smoother. I have a couple horses. Yeah, I have a couple horses, nice horses.
Yeah, it's my lucky day, no question. A super horse. Can you compare that one to any of the others coming out of the Pleaser barn? You ride for Pleaser, have a lot of success for Eddie Pleaser Jr.
Yeah, I like Mr. Jordan. I think in every time that was a great horse. I love that horse. And and the Super Colasso, I think it's a nice horse. I think like she's coming like my lucky day. I think that horse.
Well, you said Mr. Jordan was in the Haskell. You're up against American Pharaoh. I'm not sure there's any 3-year-old still that can beat American Pharaoh. Yeah, what was it like to be a part of that?
Well, I have a good experience, you know. So I try to put out right there the horse, you know. But I think my horse is passing, and the trainer, you know, and she's training so hard, and the horse, you know, like a little skin, and she take a time now. Yeah, I think when it's coming by, she's a great horse. I love that horse. She can run that horse.
You've twice won 7 winners on one card here at Monmouth Park, broken the record, and it's all yours now, and I'm sure you're eventually going to want to break that. What does it mean to you to hold that record here at Monmouth?
Well, that was great, you know. I tried for a record for Eddie Castro. She have a 9 winner one day. I tried beating Castro, you know, but she's really hard, 10 winner one day, you know. But she's like pretty good, you know, 7 winner one day. I have a 7 time in Calder, 7 winners same day too. I tried track record the Castro, they have in Calder too, 9 winner, you know. But this is pretty excited, you know, 7 winner one day.
And 8 stakes winners at the meet leads, all jockeys in a very competitive jockey standings, Paco. I mean, there's a lot of good jockeys.
Oh yeah, this year I have more experience jockey. You know, last year I think more easy meeting. This year she's coming. Have Daniel Centeno, Castellano, Marcat is very good, and Joe Bravo. So yeah, I could ride over there.
And that'll put a wrap on this week's edition of Monmouth Racing Today. We hope to see you at the races.